Hey y'all. So be a visionary. What's a visionary for you? That depends on what type of industry and how you were raised. It'll depend on whether or not you're religious or not religious. If you're more into fitness and you view being a visionary based off of fitness, even. Being a visionary for me isn't just about religion because some people mistaken it for being one that fulfills just a prophecy. So, although I would say be a visionary, I would also say be an inventor, be one that makes an impact in life, make an impact for all those that end up wanting to be more, wanting to be the rest of the impact for somebody else, or those that want to be able to do something different, but then want to game plan it differently. Not everyone wants to be a visionary differently or the same or based on religion. So when you read a book, sometimes being a visionary means be the person that they give advice to, that they share and they illustrate in the book. The examples and the types of stories that there are. Be a visionary like a CEO, be a visionary like the student, be a visionary like some religious leader. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone wants to do that. Be a visionary with a gun. Be a visionary that shoots off a missile. Be a visionary that shoots some type of a weapon at war. We have military armed forces. We have different types of people that would rather live in international countries. And in 2025, we have a government shutdown with a lot of people having their own opinions and their own viewpoints. Be a visionary for the state, for the government, for politics, even for political reasons that even some people don't really want to be. So, what is being a visionary for some people, and what is being a visionary that is more religious based versus being political based or career based? Although I'm not really the type of person that would be on the camera sharing these types of gospel principle viewpoints or political viewpoints or even my published book viewpoints, I am the type of person that does my own inventions and creations and views in different areas and capacities, both as a parent and as a woman. And being a woman's advocate that deals with the viewpoint of how we should come across, even on a video, or how we work with what type of resources we have. The type of resources that we have to even be a visionary makes a difference because some people would rather be a visionary with barely anything. Some people would rather be a visionary that actually shares how they deal with arts and crafts in the world and then how they sell their creations. See, I come from a culture that deals with arts and crafts from natural resources. And yet, where I'm at right now, while I travel, this apparently doesn't have the same viewpoints and resources. See, we have a government area, and yet some people don't view this area as being a visionary area. Depends on where you came from and how you traveled here. If you traveled here from a bus or an airplane or a car versus a bike, being a visionary can also be a bike share. See, where I come from with the culture of arts and crafts, We don't have just jump on a bike. We have our 2 feet. We go to water. We go to streams. We go to different areas. We grab things and we make things out of it. We don't just be a visionary on foot on a camera. So when somebody says, be a visionary, be more than that, be civilized, be something else, it's as if you're implying that we can't do our own. It's as if you're implying that our world isn't your world and it's not good enough for you. See, a lot of people see personal development and personal growth books and self-help sections as a viewpoint of, I need help. I don't need help. A lot of adults don't need that type of stuff in their face. A lot of people don't want those type of viewpoints being told to them. We're adults. We talk maturely. We talk about different topics, different things that work with us. We don't expect all the time that we would have to have a debate in our home, with children, with everybody else that confronts us, other than just a social friendship. So when you become a visionary, you become more and you share who you are because you are a visionary. Because you grow and you build yourself to be the type of visionary that you would like to be able to share. Whether or not you agree with a person is up to you. It's up to anyone that views videos. It's up to anybody that reads the book. It's up to anybody that ends up with a politician in their face with a different debate. It's up to you if you're going to be the one that's in a doctor's office that says, I disagree with that because I'm a visionary. When you sit in front of somebody and you're able to say, that sounds different than what I am working with. When you're able to sit with somebody else and collaborate, when you're able to sit with somebody and say, that's okay, I'm going to go do what I do someplace else, then you'll know that you can stand up for your own visionary world, your own visionarian cause, your own way of life, your own way of culture, your own way of saying, I am a visionary. The way that everyone else would want you to be able to say, hey, this is who I am. Not everybody wants to be on social media saying this is who I am. That's why we have private accounts. Not everybody wants to say I'm a visionary in this type of a culture and this industry. That's why we have a private account. Not everybody wants a professional account that says I'm a visionary with my career. That's why we have LinkedIn and certain professional accounts. Not everyone has an account. Why go for a visionary that says I'm just about technology advancements? We have visionaries in so many different areas that don't need those types of things because they share and they grow and they build where they are. And that's why we have freedom of speech, freedom of culture, freedom of religion. To be a visionary with what we have. And yet some people still have a cause to start an argument, to start saying what they want to say, and then say that somebody else needs the help and go to self-help. How do you send somebody to self-help or personal development classes? It takes a lot. It takes growing into that. I will tell you that I would not have had certain people on my social media for my own personal development plans if I wasn't raised to read different types of books. If I didn't have the World Encyclopedia in my home with my mom, if I didn't unwrap a box that said, read, it's okay to read, I wouldn't be this type of visionarian type of person. I wouldn't be a visionary. I wouldn't be anything more than just one parent or one single adult or one adult that got married or a statistical number. I wouldn't even be doing a video. Although I have weaknesses and everybody does, we plan on strengthening them. I'm also a strengths-based leader. That's part of my management plan in me being a visionary. Welcome to Every Day in Being a Visionary with me, regardless of any book or video that you ever see or hear of. Lots of love. Have an amazing day.